Queen of the Negev, an inspirational photo story. The photographs in this book are genuine, no computer tricks. As for the truth of this unusual story, that, my dear reader, is for you to decide. The Negev, in the south of the biblical land of Israel, is a land of magical mountains with contorted curves and kaleidoscopic colors. It's a miraculous land of vast vistas, deep ravines, and narrow, winding canyons. A noble queen rules the Negev desert. Most of the time, life is calm, besides the occasional drought, flood, and other miscellaneous annoyances. If one waits long enough, any problem will resolve itself. This has been the queen's chosen method of governing, and a rather successful method at that. After all, when your time frame is near to eternity, however long that is, a mere 5-year drought is a drop, or a missing drop, in the bucket of time. Even mankind's constructive and destructive activities don't last longer than a century or two. The rock creatures in the desert are placid. Life is serene, not only for the rock animals and birds, but also for their queen. Yet, hiding deep in the Negev desert lurks a hideous tree monster. The tree monster is part of the master plan. The rocks and their queen are blissfully unaware of the tree monster's presence, and life continues as usual. The rocks in the queendom do not move much. They stick faithfully to their posts, even when battered by hot winds and sandstorms. While they do get tossed about during the occasional flash floods, they're generally well balanced and supportive of one another. Despite staying put, they never get bored. After all, they reside in the house of the Lord. By and large, they feel safe and sound. Every rock and pebble holds its ground. The rocks have a carefree approach to life. They're not given to introspection. They take life as it comes. Whether a rock bird perched on a cliff or some other unnamed rock animal, they have no possessions. Neither do any of the rocks nearby. Nor are there any territorial ambitions, because nothing goes anywhere. With nothing to incite jealousy, the rocks are inexperienced in overcoming envy. They have nothing about which to argue, and so never learn the art of conflict resolution. Not much incentive for self-development here. Yet, God, creator of the rocks, does indeed expect something from them. They have no need to joust jealousy or contain conflict. However, He wants them to be thankful to Him for their existence, to look heavenward. They were created as awe-inspiring creatures in the Holy Land, and they, in turn, are expected to nurture a growing connection with their Creator, to broaden their understanding of His ways. God decides change is needed. It is time to implement the master plan. Meanwhile, the queen sits with passive, peaceful poise, savoring the sunset. One fine day, the queen spots something far off in the distance. Could it be? A hideous creature lurking. The tree monster. Not since the great earthquake several centuries past has the queen been so shaken. Even a boulder bolder than the queen herself would have been bowled over. The tree monster is a sight awful to behold, especially for a rock queen not very bold. The queen is hopelessly afraid. She is in desperate need of aid. True, the monster is but a tree, yet she is but a rock. And sometimes it's the tree that yields more power than the rock. It starts in a teeny tiny crack and grows, pushing, splitting, cracking.